All right. So thanks everyone for joining the session. I think our colleague, Ms. Archana, she's going to send the reminder to others. So by the time, I'll just quickly introduce about the webinar, what you're going to discuss. So we are going to discuss about the navigating the SAFe certifications. All right. So here we will be discussing about the importance of SAFe certification and the roadmap of SAFe, right? So those things we are going to discuss. And before that, the quick introduction about myself. My name is Dr. Viswanatha Sivam, and I currently work as an enterprise agile coach and trainer from Simpliaxis. And also I'm a co-active coach and Marshall Goldsmith business executive coach as well. Overall, around 20 plus years of experience. That's my quick background. Yeah, so let's discuss about the certification process and the certification. So yeah, let's discuss about why certifications are important, right? See, certifications is not about like kind of a shopping, right? It's not kind of certification shopping, right? So which is actually help us to align with our career goal, right? Yeah. So as a coach or as a safe practitioner, we'll have to understand the importance of having the SAFe certifications. It's actually the career differentiator for sure. There is no doubt at all. Okay. Because the SAFe certifications, which is actually help you to stand out from the crowd in the agile job market. Okay. And yes, we all know that SAFe is one of the proven framework, right? So the many organization they require or they prefer the SAFe certificate certified professional. Okay, they prefer to have the SAFe certifications when they are hiring for the professionals, right? And see, this approaches, right? This particular recognition, it's a signals to employers that you meet the industry standards. So the SAFe credential is a trump card, I would say. It's a signal to, let's say, to the employers that you have a handful of experience, the knowledge in the SAFe. And also it's a global adoption, right? So when I talk about this global adoption and the skill validations, right? The SAFe is most widely used scaling framework globally. According to recent case study according to recent white paper of Scaled Agile, there are 87% the people they started using the Scaled Agile framework in the Fortune 500 companies. Okay. The Fortune 500 companies, they started implementing the SAFe. Okay. And also the SAFe certification, it demonstrates both the theoretical and the knowledge and theoretical knowledge and practical application skills as well. Okay. So the SAFe certification validates that you contribute effectively in the large and the complex agile environment. It's not about working with just a teams or just specific teams of teams, right? So when you're working with a large and the complex project, definitely you need a large scale framework certifications, right? And also the career mobility, right? So the career mobility, it opens doors to diverse agile roles like a Scrum Masters, product owner, RTE, or agile coaches as well. Okay. So the certifications just provide the flexibility to move across the industry and the geographies, right? And this approaches also enhances the long-term career growth in agile and leadership path. Okay. So remember the SAFe certifications are more than just badges. Okay. So they are the proof of credibility and adaptability and growth in the global agile landscape. Okay. And I strongly believe that people who are getting certifications or hands-on experience today, and they can lead the agility tomorrow in the organization wide. But most of the time, I used to get a call from the clients. Yes, Zoe. Do you have any questions?
Yes, it's not
Yeah,
that
please.
relevant. But what is
Mhm.
the RTE?
I'm going to explain here.
Okay,
So
okay,
the
okay.
RT, that's the release train engineer. Yeah, so we are going to discuss it here in just few minutes, okay? We will be
Thanks.
discussing next few minutes, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So the RT means train engineer. Let's say, yeah, if you're working as a Scrum Master in the safe environment, what next? Your role. So your role can be the RTE, the release train engineer. So you as a Scrum Master, you are managing one team, right? For example, let's say you are managing one team or two teams. But when you go for the RTE, right? The RTE, being as a RTE, you are a coach of Scrum Masters. You are a senior Scrum Master, where you can coach or where you can coach the entire train, the agile release train. You can launch the train, and also the RT can become or RT will become one of the stakeholders for the train, one of the key decision maker in the train. Okay. Yeah, the agile release train role is actually RT role is one of the very crucial role in the safe.
Nice.
Because
Thank
yeah,
you.
because they're yeah, thank you. So because they are the people who actually going to um, define the team's behaviors, right? Yeah. So yeah, most of them I used to get a call from my clients, my existing participants, students who were attending the training, right? So they used to tell me, Vishwa, we are just a little bit confused about which one to pursue. Maybe after completing the certification, Vishwa, there are some mandatory certifications I need to do, but which one I can go for? But sometimes people they just take a certification in the rush. But whatever that you do, right, you should be aligned with your role. You should be aligned with your job and of course job market, right? See, the too many safe certifications can cause uncertainty for professionals, right? So without proper guidance, the learners they feel they confused about where to start, right? So these confusions often leads to delays for the decision making and career progress. Okay, so the too many options can actually the paralyze the action. And remember, the learners, the clarity is the key to momentum. Okay. So I'm here to explain about the entire career process. Okay, what next from the Scrum Master or after the RTE or after the LPM. Okay, so we'll be discuss about that. So the agenda of this particular webinar is we are going to discuss about the certification overview, certification landscape and overview, and aligning roles with the certifications, mapping your career path, and practical tips for success. Okay. And so the safe overview. So we all know that the Scaled Agile framework, right? The Scaled Agile framework, it is one of the large scale framework where people they widely use across the large scale project, large scale complex projects. Okay. So the scaled agile practices, which is actually help us to create the product for the um, right market segment, and also these approaches create the stability to build a product for the long term. So literally, these scaled agile approaches will create the long term stability. Okay. So the safe, which is brings the consistency and alignment and every level of the organization, including the team, program, solution, portfolio, right? So it actually helps the enterprise to deliver the value, the faster with the coordination and with the very clarity, coordination and clarity. Okay. So just think of the Scaled Agile framework, the SAFe as the operating system for the scaling agile in the enterprise level. Okay. So the scaling agile framework, which is actually help us to evaluate from the teams to the safe enterprise level. So which means the safe connects the all the level, as I mentioned, right? Team, program, solution, and portfolio, right? So the scaled agile approaches connects all the level. The purpose, right? The purpose of scaled agile implementation, which is actually align the teams around the shared goals. Okay. And also this approaches improves collaboration by breaking the silos. Like we normally, it's a very common, right? Working with the like isolation, business is one unit, IT is one unit, and operations one unit, right? But the safe day brings us everything together. Okay. And again, see this purpose brings the people together, and also the scale is safe, which is ensure that the purpose drives and delivery. Okay, so deliverable is very much important, right? And again, so let's have a quick discussion about the scale agile certifications overview. Like you can segregate the four level of certifications. One is team level, program level, and solution level, and then, sorry, portfolio, and then leadership level. So you can segregate the certifications for the four levels. Okay. So let's talk about the team level certifications. The team level certifications, like team certification, they focus roles on like a Scrum Master, product owner, and then product manager, right? The team level, again, one more certification is called Agile um, Safe DevOps. That is also focused on the team level, where the development and operations together. Okay. So this certification, right? Let's say the team level certifications, we have Safe Scrum Master, okay, and Safe Scrum Master, Safe Product Owner, and of course Safe Advanced Scrum Masters. Okay, the Safe Scrum Master certifications. So in case if anyone wants to pursue their career as a coach, right, to managing teams, the Safe Scrum Master is one of the highly recommended certifications to start with, right? So these Safe Scrum Master certifications actually equips the professionals to facilitate the agile teams, and also it's ensuring effective collaboration and delivery as well. Effective collaboration and then delivery as well, right? So, and also according to Scaled Agile, we have Safe Scrum Master and also the Safe Advanced Scrum Master as well. The Safe Advanced Scrum Master, it's all about maybe the Senior Scrum Master, right? When you do the Senior Scrum Master, I mean Safe Advanced Scrum Master role, you can work with the RTE, okay? But when you go for the RTE certifications, you can directly go for you can directly coach the entire art, okay? And also we have a Safe Product Owner, the Product Manager certifications. The Safe Product Owner, Product Manager, POPM, Safe POPM, where you can work with the Scrum Masters, the team members, and then the other product managers. And sometimes, as a product owner, we will have to work with the business analyst and business intelligence, right? So the POPM certifications, that is one of the, I would say it's one of the strong certification, the person who actually wants to become the product manager or the product owner. Okay. So the POPM is the foundation certifications, by the way. And it's a foundation certifications where you can understand, okay, what is safe, what is market segmentation, what is product segmentation, what is feature segmentation, especially what is the customer segmentation. And also you will learn about as a business owner, whenever when the business owner assigning a business value for the objective, right? As a product owner or the product manager, we have to coach them, right? So you will learn the basic understanding about the product level. Okay, so for example, okay, how to assign the business value? So assigning business value, that is the scale of 1 to 10. So there is no any specific mechanism to assigning the business value, correct? So when the business owners assign the business value, in case if the business owners face any challenges, as a product owner, you should coach them, or as a product manager, you have to coach them, right? Okay, so assigning business value, what is the market value, regulatory value, commercial value, future value, and efficiency value, right? So you can coach the business owner by all these four parameters, all these four parameters, okay? So the product owner, the POPM certification, they focus on maximizing the product value and aligning the stakeholders' expectation in agile environment, in the agile landscape. Okay. And also, as I mentioned, right, the safe advanced Scrum Master. So now the safe SASM become a safe advanced Scrum Master learning path, not just a certification. Okay, it's a learning path. You will learn, you will get to know about the some soft skills, some Microsoft skills, everything. You will get to know that. Okay. And safe advanced Scrum Master. When you talk about the safe advanced Scrum Master, and other stakeholders. And on top of that, not only the stakeholders, you can also, sorry guys, yeah, apologies. I'm just getting notification. My internet connection is unstable. My apologies for it. Okay. And again, when I talk about the Safe Advanced Scrum Master certification, it's a more into the learning path. It's a more into the learning path, right? So when I talk about the learning path, guys, just give me 1 second. Let me just reset my internet. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So the Safe Advanced Scrum Master, right? As I mentioned, it's a Safe Advanced Scrum Master. It's more into the certifications and learning part. You will learn about some micro credentials. You can learn some micro credentials. So what is team skills and managing or maintaining Kanban, all right? You will learn all these when you go for the safe advanced certification path. And also when you talk about the there are some other team level certification. There are some other team level certifications also is there. And maybe as I mentioned, right, the safe for DevOps, right? And the safe architect. So those certifications also, I would say it's recommended for the team level. Okay. On top of that, we have another certification, which is the leading safe, the safe agilist. The safe agilist certifications, in case if you are a leader, if you are playing a leadership role, if you're playing the leadership role, so if you really want to manage the train or the stakeholders, or if you really want to work with the let's say LPM level people, right? Then the leading safe is one of the highly recommended certifications, the leading safe. Okay. And leading safe again is a safe agilist. So the safe agilist, this section is highlights the essential certification that empower the teams in agile environment, fostering growth and effective delivery. Fostering growth and effective delivery. The leading safe training session, you will learn about, okay, hey, what is business agility? What is the operating system of the safe? There are dual operating system. You will learn the dual operating system. And then you will learn about the PA planning process. Before that, you will learn about what is team and technical agility, how do we form a team, how do we form the team, right? And then you will learn about the PA planning process. The PA planning, I mean the planning intervals, that is one of the crucial event or the ceremony in the SAFE. Okay. Also, we call them, it's a big room planning and it's a quarterly planning. Okay. You will learn about how you will learn the this one, how to facilitate the PA planning and how to conduct the PA planning, how to coordinate the PA planning. You will learn all the PA planning process. The PA planning is a heartbeat of SAFE. If you are really implementing SAFE as a SAFE practitioner, the organization or the your employers, they expect you should know to facilitate the PA planning. So when you're conducting PA planning, you have to coach the team members, product owners, Scrum Master, team coaches, and other team members. You will have to coach, right? So the leading safe, I would say that's one of the highest. I would say it's one of the highest credentials in the safe for the leadership, especially. Okay, yeah, and I think Zoe, answering to your question. So you asked me about the RTE, right? So here it is. The these certifications for the program level, I mean the art level. Either you can call them program or you can call them is the art level. Art means is the agile release train level. It's agile release train level. So if you are working with the agile release train level, then the RT is one of the highly recommended certifications. RT is one of the highly recommended certifications. Okay. And again, so when I say RTE, right, here you will learn about what is RTE. I mean, the release train engineers' roles and responsibilities. And as a RTE, like how do I support the portfolio managers for the value stream identification or the value stream mapping, right? You will learn about the value stream identification mapping. On top of that, you will learn about the flow system. So the RT can become a expert in maintaining the flow system, like a flow approaches, right? So the RT job is to, I would say it's a servant leader for the train. When the Scrum Masters or the RT, it's a servant leader for the train. Okay. RT, it's a servant leader for the train. So here you will not only learn about how to facilitate the value stream mapping. Beyond that, you will understand, okay, what is the leadership responsibility? See, RTE, it is not about the role. It is not about the role. It's about the responsibility. Okay, it's a servant leader. That's what the father of servant leadership, Mr. Robert K. Greenleaf, what he says is, um, the servant leaders knows that their growth comes from the facilitating the growth of others. The servant leaders knows that their growth come from the facilitating the growth of others who actually deliver the results. Okay, so as a RTE, you will become a servant leader for the train. So when you are working with the org level, you have to work with the different roles like a product management, business owners, system architect, system team. Okay, so you will have to work with the other 4 teams on the org. On top of that, it's your job is to conduct the Scrum of Scrum meeting. That is nothing but the coach synchronization meeting. Okay, this coach sync meeting happen once in a week or more frequently. You will learn the techniques to conduct the coaching meeting. Okay, and the safe practice consultant, I mean the safe program consultant or the practice consultant. Okay, so again SPC. Once you having about maybe 2+ years of experience in the RTE role, then you can go for the SPC, which is Safe Practice Consultant, one of the coach level certifications. That is coach level certifications. So SPC, right? So where the Scrum Master, they coach the team, whereas RT, they coach the train. In here, the SPC, the like Safe Practice Consultant, they coach the entire art. And sorry, entire organization. Okay. So including you will coach the lean portfolio managers, epic owners, enterprise architect. You will coach it on the portfolio level. On top of that, you will have to coach. I mean, I'm talking about the SPC certification. You have to coach the program level RTE, product management, system architect, and business owners, and then system team. So you have to coach all these 5 roles on the program level. And sometime as a SPC, you have to mentor the teams in the agile practices, some technical and the non-technical practices, whatever. If the SPCs comes from the technical background, sometimes they have to support the team to adapt some agile technical practices like TDD, BDD approaches, and Crystal and data-driven development. Sometimes, yes, of course, the AI-related things, right? So here we will have to coach the entire agile teams. And the program management, the advanced certifications. Again, yes, Venkatesh.
Just a quick one. Just a couple of seconds back, you mentioned data-driven. Before that, you mentioned some acronyms. What is that?
TDD, test-driven development. TDD,
TTD, right?
BDD, TDD,
Yeah.
test-driven development, behavior-driven development, data-driven development, and feature-driven development. 4 aspects. TDD, BDD, FDD, and DDD. So TDD means, sorry, test-driven development, behavior-driven development, data-driven development, and then feature-driven development. Okay, so these 4 aspects where the SPCs, they have to coach the teams. Okay, in case if you are come from the technical background, you will have to coach the development and operation people, right? So to bring the agile practices.
Yeah, just a quick one. First thing is that your signal is quite disturbing, but it's okay, no problem. If you don't have an look, I'm started from Scrum Master. I have done Prince 2 and
Okay.
PMP and stuff like that, waterfall and agile method. And right now I have taken from the last 2 weeks back, I took SPC and also the exam. So now I'm kind of
Great.
in a SPC level. So my only question to you is, we need to do RTI certification if you have already SPC. So in order to have more job advancement, or is it okay if I practice more on SPC? Because for the release, I did not become release engineer because there was no role in my organization so effectively as release engineers, because it was quite in hybrid mode. Our company is quite a traditional company. It doesn't have 100% implementation of agile methodology. We still use in certain stakeholders waterfall method, but somehow things are working in a way that we achieve the milestones more or less in a considered or a fixed date. So my question to you is RTA is a very must, or it's not needed if you have already understood the role of RTE, but you have a certification of SPC? I just need an expert advice on this.
Sure. Let me explain my career path, how I have transformed. So I did my work as Scrum Master, then I moved into the program level role, the RTE. Then I worked with some other stakeholders. Then I just see. Okay, so that's the processes. But still, you mentioned you have a Prince 2 and the SPC. Sorry, Prince 2 and then PMP, right? So
Yes.
since you mentioned there is no specific RTE role, but already you become a certified SPC, right? You can just practice for the SPC role. But in case if the organization asks you to facilitate for the PA planning or the balance mapping workshop and portfolio events like a strategic review, portfolio synchronization, participatory budgeting. In case if the organization asks you to facilitate, then you need to have some more exposure about the RTE and the LPM role. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So that's my 2 cents, Venkatesh. But again, Venkatesh, you can just check with the communities of practices. Okay. For the practice wise, you can just do the practice. You can join these communities of practices. You can reach out to our Simpliaxis colleagues. They will guide you.
Okay.
And for the implementation roadmap. But
Yeah.
it's good to have RP. It's a blended combination. Okay.
Okay.
It's a blended combination. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Venkatesh, my apologies for the breaking connections. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
just joining somewhere.
Yes, the reason is we don't want to miss the valuable information that you give. That's the only point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because
So I was just, yeah, my
I hope
apologies
this
for it.
is this happening often? Is it happening every 3 months, or is it just one time
No,
offer from?
it happens every 3 weeks once, if I'm not
Okay.
wrong, Archana. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's not about only
once in a month. So
certification.
every trainer's
Once in a month.
webinar will be there once in a month. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So no worries, Venkatesh. You will get the email from our team members.
We'll send the recording also. You can cover whatever is missed through the recording. So post webinar, we'll send the recording. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And if it's possible, please also send your email addresses so that we can get in touch with your organization afterwards.
Sure. Archana will share the info. Archana,
Yeah,
please do share my information.
Anyway.
Sure.
Thank you. And and by the way, Venkatesh, congratulations for clearing the
I think
SPC.
George had some question. I'm sorry, George.
George, please go ahead.
No,
George.
I was just saying thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. And Venkatesh, once again, congratulating you for clearing the SPC. That's one of the crucial exam certification to clear, especially for the current version. Good luck. Yeah. So coming back, and also it's good to see once you become a SPC, and also it's good to have we have to have some sort of exposure about the portfolio management side as well, right? So the most of the time, people, they think Scrum Master means the project manager / Scrum Master and the program manager / release manager. No, because here we will have some different roles and responsibilities, right? So, and excuse me, and also there is a specific role called the LPM, which is Lean Portfolio Management. So the Lean Portfolio Management, when you go for the LPM, which is the portfolio level roles, right? So the portfolio level, you will learn about, I think there is one of the leadership certifications, okay, LPM. The LPM certifications equips the leaders with the skills to manage Lean Agile transformation and drive the portfolio success, right? So you are the people who actually will take a decision for the portfolio budgeting process. On top of that, as I mentioned, right, there are some sort of portfolio events like a strategic review, portfolio synchronization, participatory budgeting, right? So you will coach the team about the horizons-based investment. So there are 3 type of lean budget and 4 type of guardrails. So you will start implementing what are the 3 type of lean budget and 4 type of guardrails. How can we implement? See, you will be the decision maker for the value streams. So based on the participatory budgeting, you will collect all the information. You will segregate the fully budget epics and the partially budget epics and non-funded epics, right? You will segregate all those epics. You will segregate it, and you will start coaching the people when you go for the LPL. And see, SPC, it's the highest certification. But before we go to the SPC, the team level, as I mentioned, Scrum Master, SSM, SASM, POPM for the team level. Art level, I mean the program level, we have a RTE, and also the, as I mentioned about Safe Architect, Safe DevOps, it's required, and also the APM. The APM also one of the leadership level certification, okay? So it is Agile Product Management, not the program management, so product management. So you will learn about all the some sort of agile games, like for example, the innovation games, prune the product tree, buyer features. So there are some games, right? So you will learn those games or those approaches when you go for the APM. Including this APM, it's one of the crucial certification, the person who actually aspiring their role in the product level. So if you are aspiring your role for the coaching level, then the Scrum Master, RTE, and then SPC, that's the recommended. In case if you are planning to aspire your career as a product manager or the program manager level, I mean the product manager level, then the SAFE for POPM and SAFE APM and LPM, these 3 certifications is actually really add more value on your resume for sure, right? And also on top of that, nowadays Scaled Agile, they are offering some other certifications as well. So you can explore the Scaled Agile website, or if you want more information about the other micro credentials, anything, you can just reach out my Simpliaxis colleagues. They will guide you the other certifications. And the Scrum Master roadmap path, as I mentioned, Scrum Master to RTE, the product owner roadmap path, POPM to APM, then the LPM, then the RTE and Agile Coach. So once you become an RTE, then you are good to go for the Agile Coaching certification, which is Safe Practice Consultant. Like Venkatesh, you have a SPC, right? So after the SPC, after the RTE, we can go for the SPC. That makes sense. And you will learn about what is the processes, what is the train means, how do we organize the train, and why are we launching the trains, and why are we launching why are we, yes, Venkatesh?
Yeah, sorry, just 1 minute. So the path, what you said for the SPC comes under program level, and after that comes LPM.
No. SPC comes in the program and portfolio.
Both.
Leadership level. It's a leadership level, right? Program level certificate, as I mentioned here, the leadership level. Can you see here, SPC coach the organization, which is in the org level.
Okay.
It's a more into the org level. Yeah.
So if I do now, like a SPC, I've done it. After 1 year,
right.
If I do with Simpliaxis LPM, but is it going to be taking career to next level?
Yes. So yeah, as a SPC, we will have to coach the CTO, CXO, CFOs, right? So
Okay.
you are good in project management, you are good in managing people, then SPC is good. In case if you get a chance to coach your C-suite people, then you need to have some more exposure about the portfolio management, right? Then LPM definitely add more value.
Okay. So
Yeah.
good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So as I mentioned, right? So for the RT level, SSM foundational, and SASM, that's a team and art level, and then only art, that's maturity level, which is the RTE. Okay, so the RTE, as I mentioned, right, that's more into the programs and also the portfolio level. So why I'm saying the portfolio level? As a RTE, there are three dimensions of lean portfolio management, like a strategic review, agile portfolio operations, lean governance, correct? So in the RTE, Scrum Masters, LAYs, and the communities of practices, these people will be part of the agile portfolio operations. So they are the only people who actually bring the agility in the organization level. So once you become a SSM, or SASM, you can be part of the Agile release train. But once you become a RTE, you can be part of the portfolio level. So the RTE will become one of the decision maker stakeholder on the portfolio level. Okay, through the Agile portfolio operations. And the architect pathway, right, is a more into the technical. Yes, as a Scrum Master, you can learn the Scrum process in case if you are coming from the technical background, right? So you can just go with this SSM, then you can go for the, say, for architect to work with the system architect or the product management to understand all the architectural processes. You can support the team to build architectural runway, right? And of course, you can support the organization to build the reusable infrastructure or the reusable architecture process. So yes, we know that there are two type of, there are several type of architectural runway or the processes, right? So you can understand, okay, what sort of architectural runway or the process that we are working with the Scaled Agile safe, right? So this is completely for the person who come from the technical background, okay, Scrum Master to architect. And yes, certification by career stage, as I mentioned, the early career start with the team level certifications, Safe Scrum Master, Safe Product Owner, to build a strong agile foundations. Then the mid-career level, RTE, and then SASM, that is highly recommend. And the senior career level, you can just go with the LPM, Architect, and SPC. Okay. And for the continuous growth, right? For the certifications evolve with your role and aspirations, right? So there is no single endpoint in the certifications, right? So yes, no, nowadays Scaled Agile, they launch a lot of soft skills and self-learning part, right? So you can just explore those certifications through the Scaled Agile website, or you can reach out to the Simpliaxis customer support team. They will support you. And so please remember, for the team, program, solution. So these are the overall outcome or the outline of this particular webinar. The team level, SSM, POPM, ARC level, RTE, SASM, senior level, LPM, architect, and SPC. Okay, so these certifications are highly recommended in the industry. Okay, and mapping goals, yes, define your career aspirations. So be clear whether you aim to be a Scrum Master, product owner, RTE, or architect, or the leaders, right? Just be clear about it. And see, if you want to become Scrum Master or the RTE, as I mentioned, right, go for the SSM, RTE, then the SPC. That makes sense. For the leadership, RTE to SPC, or the architect to SPC, whatever works for you, right? So here, just streamline the journey, right? So choosing the right certification will ensure the faster progress, and also this avoids the backtracking over the period of time. Okay, so just try to focus on your role. So based on the role, try to work with the executives, especially the customer executives in our company, in our team. So they will guide you, okay, based on your career, they will guide you, and also they will arrange the one-to-one call with the mentors, one-to-one call with the trainers, okay? But when you are choosing the certifications, so common mistakes you'll have to avoid: chasing trends. So choosing certification just because they're popular, not because they fit your role. Okay. So nowadays, like AI certifications, right? Let's say you are a Scrum Master. Then what is the point? You are not implementing AI. Then what is the point of doing the AI certification? Like, for example, some sort of cloud certifications, which is not required, correct? And the skipping foundation. So jumping into advanced certification without building a strong basics first, it's actually one of the common mistake. Okay. I strongly believe like building our career, building our roadmap from the foundation always will create the more sustainability. This will create the more sustainability. Okay. And on top of that, ignoring the career alignment. So getting certified in areas unrelated to the current or future aspirations, right? So I know there are some lot of certifications as you can see in the market, right? So which is not aligned with your career, then what is the point of doing those certifications? But before you take any of the certification, try to talk to the mentors, coaches, trainers, or the customer service people. They will guide you. And certifications overload, right? Collecting multiple certifications without applying them in the real work, then those certifications are just a piece of papers, right? So whatever certification that you do, just try to apply in your real projects. That makes sense. Okay. And that's why I would say my humble request, you will have to avoid the common mistake when you are choosing the right certification. Okay. So let's not browse and take a certifications. Just try to go through the entire certification process. Okay. Hey, whether it is going to support my CV or support my project, just think about it. Still, if you face any challenges, Venkatesh, 1 second. Okay. So still, if you face any challenges, you can directly talk to the my colleagues. They will arrange the one-to-one call with us, including the trainers and the industry experts, right? Then you can take a call, right? So you are not just spending the money, you are also spending a whole 2 days or 3 days of our time also, right? Yes, Mr. Venkatesh, go ahead.
First thing is that I'm pounding a lot of questions because I feel that I'm speaking to an expert. That's the reason. The thing is, for me, the skipping foundations is something like when you're in the company, certain roles will not be given to you because there are already people who have been assigned for that. And you want to take the certification, but the minimum with a let's say a required amount of knowledge that is already existing in the company. So, for example, if you have I don't have an RTE, but I know exactly what RTE is done. But I have already done a quasi role of an RTE when somebody has left or somebody was not taking care of the particular train, for example. Will that count as a confidence? Can I count that as a experience, as a matter of confidence to take the SPC?
Yeah,
Because taking SPC without. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, because you facilitator, you have a hands-on experience. You have facilitator, you have hands-on experience for it. Yes, you can count it. But in case if your organization asking you to come up with the certifications, but sometimes the client side, they only hire the consultant or the employees when they have the certification, right? So can I share my experience, Venkatesh? Is that okay?
Yes,
So
please.
after
No, definitely.
Yeah. So
Yes.
few years back, so I'm a safe practice consultant. Okay. So a few years back, I think before COVID, so one of the role which I applied for the consultant, safe practice consultant role, they just asked me, Vishwa, where is your leading safe certificate? They just asked me, where is your leading safe certificate? Then I had to share my entire Credly link to them to verify my certifications because they interview, they don't understand, okay, you have a higher certifications, either you have experience or you must be have those certifications, right? But sometimes the interviewer, they don't understand the weightage of the certifications. Okay. So
Sorry.
Go ahead,
Sorry, please proceed. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, you can count your experience. That's absolutely fine. In case if your consultant asking the certifications, then you need to think about do the certification until unless it's not required.
Yeah, but by the time, like for example, I have SPC from last 2 weeks back. I cannot now go for safe agility or anything lower than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But as a SPC, you can go for the architect, RTE, LPM, and APM.
Yeah, I'm planning to take LPM, but I need to have one-to-one conversation with you before I take
Sure.
the function slides.
Sure.
Just for a couple of
Not
minutes.
a
Even
problem.
after this meeting, you can just hold on for some time and then we can finish the call also. It's okay.
No problem. Sure. Archana, please do share the information for the one-to-one call, if not today. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Venkatesh.
Yeah.
Sure, Venkatesh will discuss. Again, so these are the common mistakes that we'll have to avoid when you are choosing the certification. Tips for choosing the right certification. Start with the self-assessment, identify your strength, current role, and the future aspirations. That's important. And seek guidance. That's what I mentioned, right? Talk to mentors, coaches, certified peers to understand their journeys, right? And match your role to the certification. Okay. Align the certification with your day-to-day responsibilities and the long-term career plan. That's very much important. Okay. And plan progressively and build a foundational certifications to advanced leadership ones, right? So again, either certifications or have the experience or try to participate or try to be part of the communities of practices and agility groups. There are some agility groups there in the Simpliaxis in our company. You can be part of the agility groups, right? Yeah. And you can just explore the learning resources like webinars and the networking opportunities, practice exam, community groups, safe trainings. So based on that, you will get to know you will get the clear idea what next. Okay. Yeah. And again, go to the official safe training accredited courses, provide a structured knowledge in the certification preparation one. So in Simpliaxis, so we have our own LPM. We have our own LPM, which is actually success rating is really very high, right? So in case if you're taking certifications or training or the mentoring session with us, and we have a hand-holding session as well for the mentors and the coaches, including the resources availability, right? And of course, the practice exam, study guides. It's a reinforce the concept and build exam confidence, right? And COP, as I mentioned, we have a lot of COPs like product owner, Scrum Master, RTE, SPCs, LPM. We have a communities of practices where we will be discussing about the implementation guide or the implementation roadmap. And yes, of course, we used to exchange the case studies, white papers, blogs, right? And the online platforms, you can just leverage. Yeah, before that, the mentorship and the coaching like a personalized guidance, accelerate your learning journeys. In the Simpliaxis, we offer the one-to-one mentorship program as well. And it's not the guiding, it's a mentorship program, by the way, right? We have a product mentorship, portfolio mentorship, and the coaches mentorship as well. And online platforms, you can just leverage the webinars, podcast, and safe learning portals. And yes, you can just sign up our Simpliaxis YouTube and podcast channel, where you'll be getting the different topic podcast. Recently, we discussed about the CPM AI, which is cognitive project management in the artificial intelligence era. So you will get the more information about the podcast and of course some videos, which is actually help you to define your role and define the certifications, whatever that you wanted to aspect. Okay. All right. So there's the logical closure of this webinar. And yes, if you have any questions, you can just contact to our CTO, the point of contact. It's a chief product officer here, Mr. Karthan Kariappa. And here his information. Please, if you want to take information from here, please take a screenshot of this. And Archana, also please share the information to the chat window so that all the participants can have this information. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And guys, just a question time. If you have any questions, you can just shoot up. Thanks, Zoe. Much appreciate.
Sorry, I do not have any questions. I just wanted to say that this was a very informative webinar, and thank you very much for all the organizing thing that you have done for this. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So, Archana, please do share the information to the people, and we can just take it forward. And there's a logical closure. And thanks everyone for joining the call. If you don't have any questions, we can just sign off. And Venkatesh, if you want, I can stay back here for another 5 minutes.
Yes, please. I will be happy if you can.
Yeah,
we
sure.
can just finish the call right now.
Sure.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sylvia. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.